Hey everyone. I want to share something quickly. We have this really messy chart. I shared this harmonic idea on Ethereum. But what I want to share is my thought process a month ago, waiting for this level. Okay, so I'm going to clear this because this is so important to understand. I'm not randomly coming up with ideas at the level. These are ideas I think about and plan well ahead of time, and I'm waiting for an entry trigger here. I haven't entered yet. I have two different scenarios where I'd enter. But let's take a quick look at the video that I made a month ago regarding ETH and Bitcoin. The idea of coming down to this level as Bitcoin comes down into the lows of the range. So let me play a quick clip from that. ETH does like to double top a little bit more than Bitcoin. But something like this, and then ultimately looking for all these major retracement levels with the ideas of sweeping the major pivots. I could see a scenario where by the time Bitcoin gets to the lows of the range, sorry for I'll just delete all these scribbles. I could see an idea that, while Bitcoin is hitting the lows of the range, ETH is only making this retracement, and it's not down to the lows of the range. So, yeah. That's still another 20% away to here. And it would be about 8%, I think, for Bitcoin or no, it's 12%. But that's about right. So, we might get a scenario where this is ETH's major retreat. All right, let me go back to the chart here. So this was up here. I was looking for that, roughly 20% move down into this region. Well, I was looking for the 12% move on Bitcoin, right? Which we hit this pivot exactly. We've obviously had a strong rally on Bitcoin since then, and we're retesting some of the lows here. But this is the exact scenario I was thinking about a month before when Bitcoin was up here. This was my long target on Bitcoin, and waiting for this major level on ETH, which we front ran first, but now you can see ETH has taken the lows with some extra weakness. And I've been waiting for this level. I'm not getting premature in my longs, but I'm still waiting for some strength here. But I just, people often ask me when I'm coming to the idea. It's like, well, how can ETH bounce? Because doesn't it have to go to the lows of the range? Or, doesn't that mean Bitcoin would have to do this or this or this? These are things I think about months ahead of time. I'm already well aware that if Bitcoin is going to bounce here, if ETH is going to bounce here, it has to be considerably stronger than Bitcoin leading up to this drawdown on Bitcoin. But I already am aware that that's possible because I'm aware of the Bitcoin dominance chart, that we could get a lot of weakness of Bitcoin down to the lows of the dominance, which could make ETH stronger, and then we could have a really strong Bitcoin against ETH, which would allow Bitcoin to hold this position while ETH comes lower. And so I know that could be complicated for some of you guys that don't understand what I'm talking about, but these ideas aren't random. I'm aware of the scenarios that could cause a stronger ETH to Bitcoin and a stronger Bitcoin to ETH at the times that it needs to happen, and why that would make logical sense. It's just hard to, I'm giving those updates on Bitcoin dominance, I'm giving those updates on ETH, I'm giving those updates on Bitcoin, but I know if you're not familiar with all this stuff, it can be hard to tie it all together into an idea. So anyways, this is why I'm interested in this long idea on ETH. I hope this makes sense when it comes to a planning perspective on what I'm looking for and why.